What's up, Malcolm?
Absolutely happy to be
Yeah, man, thank you for coming to the show, you know? Thank you for coming to the show. So, before we get into the interview and stuff like that, so, you was talking about talent. Like, you surprised me when you spoke about talent. You said you started before he did, pretty much.
I did.
Talk to me.
I did. Maybe a couple months, but that's my guy. We did a couple things. I love him. It's my dude. He took off. I mean, I had to raise some kids and do some things, but you know, you can't.
I can pass for family a little bit, though. You do, for real.
Yeah, I
they
know.
both tall.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, talking, cadence and all that. Yeah, it's all the same. It's all the same. Like,
Man, be like, it's just comedy.
Yep.
That's a funny dude.
That's my dude. That's my dude. That's my guy. I can't never be disrespectful to my dude.
So how long you been in comedy? Overall?
Probably like 30 years, but you know, to serious comedy, maybe like 12, 13. Like just trying to get serious. I think before I was trying to be in comedy, just say I was a comedian and get in clubs. That's what I used to do with talent. But I mean, seriously, trying to make it happen and get on TV. About 12, 13 years. Doc was there when I first started taking it serious and I did this with Ed Lover. I was writing with it. You know what I mean? When you early writing and writing, it's not. It don't be the same. You know what I mean? It just when you're writing. Comedians and comedy, it's not like any other profession. You have to put in. It's so much time you have to put in. Like the time we put in is so minimal. Like when we do something, we'll be in comedy for 10 years and you'll still be a rookie. They'll tell you, oh, you ain't did nothing. Right. But you done did like 1,000 stages. You done got rid of 1,000 jokes. Like jokes are not, you gotta write, I wanna say, you have to write about 40 jokes to get 2 good jokes. Man. You have to write 40 jokes to get 2 good jokes, 5 if you're lucky.
Get 2 heaters.
To get 2 heaters, you gotta write 40, and with the 40, you gotta try them on stage, the 40 jokes, you gotta try them on stage 5 different times every time, until you say, I gotta scrap that. Yeah. And then one of the joints might work, I can work with that. Then you do the 5 on stage and scratch.
A lot of pressure on comedians too. Because say you get on the stage, motherfuckers is like this. Shit just nigga funny enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was my worst fear because I had stage fright for years.
Yeah.
Oh, you can get me in front of my crew, 4th Street Park.
Right.
Oh, their stomachs is busting open.
Yeah. It's different.
When I was, I did a club with talent years ago. They featured me, put me on there. Big deal. I had one joke. So when you come, you do 5 minutes. You don't understand. I want 5 minutes.
We talking.
That's like being in the ring and
Dude,
boxing
that's
for
a
5
long
minutes.
time.
I said, do people quiet?
Dude,
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you could be a comedian could be telling a joke and people would just be like,
yo, you know what though? That right there, that's the worst thing you can ever do to a comedian.
Yeah.
Yo, they'd rather you boom, throw something. This right here is the worst.
no noise at all.
Oh, yo.
Crickets.
Yeah.
It's doing this. Because you're having to boom, yo, get out of here, you.
So you right.
Make you go harder.
This right here.
Cause you can feel the energy when they do that.
Yeah.
But you don't know what type of time.
Oh, yo, that right there.
Yeah.
People don't even know that right there. Well, that right there, nigga,
Destroy you.
Commit suicide. Yo, that right there. That's the worst. So I mean, it's never happened to me. I either got booed or I walked off or whatever. You know what I mean? When I see other comedians go through struggles on stage, it's bad. It feels bad. I'm gonna go over there and console them because when you're having a bad set, it's almost like Corona. Nobody wants to be near me.
Right.
Yeah, he over there. Let him stay over there. You know what I mean? It's like, you don't have a bad set.
So your first time you ever got booed, what it did to you?
You don't want to on stage, man. Nothing you can do, man.
No, I'm saying when you went home, it didn't
You
bother you.
got your girl with you. Your girl don't even want to be with you now. Your girl don't want to be there. So I'm going to go over there and talk to them, babe.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. And she didn't you all night. Like, no, girl. She might be over there doing something with somebody. You know, it's weird, man. or you either, two things can happen. Your girl's gonna be doing some funniness over there, or you're gonna get right out of there. Yeah, so I know so we, to the car, we go to the crib. It's nothing you do. You don't want to be a part of
But
it.
dude, let me ask you this: like, when you have argument with your girl, do she wreck you about that shit? Like, oh, you
No,
whack me
no.
up?
My girl.
No, I'm just saying in the past, like, not your girl now, but
I
whoever.
had a girl before. She was the worst. My girl now is 100% on board, full on support. Big, that she'll tell you, yo, that joke is trash. You know what I mean? She'll help you work it out. Want to have a fall? She telling somebody, I don't know if you want this. You should do comedy. Huh? She telling the dudes coming like, I said, girl, why are you talking like that? Like, and I was like, I really broke him. I was like, yo, you really did that? She's like, no, I didn't do that. I would tell him, but you don't tell nobody. You do when you get the call. Like how my girl does now. She'll be like, when we're on the road, I'll send her tapes. She'll be like, oh, babe, you could have did that. Or she'll be like, take that curse out over here or do that. But, yo, I'm telling you, this, if you got a chick that ain't ready for this, it's not. You know what I mean? Because the chick out. I'm telling you, I know the chick I had before. She didn't believe, she wouldn't believe that when you grinding at this level, she think everything is a Chris Rock. Mike Epps level.
Yeah.
Right.
Like she can't believe that you going to Harlem Nights at 6:30, then you going to Brooklyn at 8:30, and then you're gonna catch a 12 o'clock joint in the Bronx. She don't believe that. Yo, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. You been doing comedy all night? Yes. So then one night I had to bring her, and she wanna know. After so she's like, yo, we gotta go.
Like,
No,
no.
we don't know. We here doing stuff. I have to network and build.
Right,
She don't see
yeah,
it.
yeah,
You have
yeah.
to know the process. So I'm telling you, you don't have a chick that's in the not knowing. Don't bring
They
her.
say that comedy game is something different though.
Oh, it's wicked. I'm telling you, that's what happened with Tori and Kevin Hart. Tori's a comic now, but she did not believe Kevin was grinding like that, and she's seen.
But she's not comic now?
She a comic now. Now she want to do comedy. It's hilarious, but she gave. I read the book. She gave Kev hell. I read Kev's book. She gave Kev hell, and then I know. Actually, I knew Kev when he was grinding. His talent was to have a basketball team with Chelsea Piers. Kev sat next to me on the bench. We chopped it up and all that. But yeah, the comedy game is dirty, man. I mean, if you're not built for it, then I mean, it's just like anything else, entertainment. You could be a rapper struggling to get on for 16 years and your next hit might be the next hit. But you get out before you write your next hit. I'm not gonna do it. I've heard too many stories, I've read too many books, I've seen it. I read this one cab going to New York, driving from Philly to New York every night. You know how much a struggle that is? 3 hours every night?
Yeah.
Just to get on stage for 10 minutes, you have to get up.
Yeah.
I'm driving 3 hours to get on stage for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's insane.
That's it.
And see, one thing about comedy though is that you might think something funny, but the audience might not think it's funny. That's another struggle. You to yourself, that shit is crazy
but
funny.
you know what?
The audience looking at you like,
But you know what?
you ever been there before?
Yeah.
I seen a couple comedians, and them niggas be cracking up on their
No,
ass.
but you know what though? I'm gonna tell you what that's about.
Yeah.
If there's a joke and because there's be comedians like if you're doing a joke and you're crying on stage to yourself, and if you ever witness that, pay attention to the comedians on the side. If they're laughing, the joke is funny.
Right.
It just has to be redone or maybe it may not be built for that type of crowd. Because I have a joke where like when I'm out of town, like we do theaters, like we do theaters now. Like we just did Goobies in Baltimore this week. The week just passed. It's a 300-seater.
Right.
And so we're there and I have a joke when I come on stage. I locate the white people. And when I get on stage, I'll be like, really don't like black people. So they're like, oh, they really don't like us. So I say, black people, they don't enjoy jokes. That if you tell a joke 10 times, black people be like, oh, he never do the same joke after this. I mean, they don't want to see you do the same joke. But white people, if you go to do the joke 10 times, 11th time, they're gonna come and be like, oh, he's gonna do that bit. I love it when he does this fucking bit. That's all I can do. You know what I mean? So like,
Learn your audience.
The joke is funny because black people, they be laughing, but I mean, you know what though?
Black people's a hard. So what you think is a harder crowd? Black people or white people?
Oh, it's definitely black people. White people come to laugh. They, I mean, they get drunk.
They already.
They get drunk.
It's easy to get along with for a reason. They think everything funny too.
They start fucking shit up.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
black people. One thing about black people, though, you gonna know when your shit ain't hit.
Yeah, you
They
gonna
don't
know.
let you know, like you know what I'm saying? But nigga, all right, let's say this.
Or they gonna say something. Get that nigga off the stage.
They start breaking
So,
up.
so then do you do this like what Vee just said when they start wrecking you, like booing you? Do you start finding somebody to snap on in the crowd?
No, there's a process like we the tour I'm on, we actually we do physical comedy clubs. So when you do physical comedy clubs,
What's the name of the tour?
it's called the Rennie and Friends tour. Rennie and Friends tour. When you do comedy clubs, people are coming to laugh. It's not like how somebody put a room together in Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
They smoking hookah. They doing. I mean,
Right.
they doing everything.
Talking.
Yeah, they doing whatever they want to see. They want you to be super funny,
Right.
but they're not there to laugh. A comedy club, they're there to laugh. This is a room.
Oh,
Right.
I get it.
Everybody's there to laugh. There's no.
Motherfuckers get high before they clap. They want to get in the mood for the joke.
They got drinks. They got food. You.
They be
Yep,
smoking
Caroline.
before they came.
Oh yeah, they get all that.
They get all that, yeah.
But you know what I mean? Something Kenny Wu might do or something.
Right.
Kenny Wu puts together those rooms.
Right.
But Harlem rooms, they be kind of rather because they be there. They smoke hookah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last thing was funny, but what about you? I'm like, I don't want to go, Kenny. I'm not going. I don't want to go. So, I mean, in rooms like that. I mean, to me, I think I'm built for stuff like that. But you got to change your mindset. Like, you can't be built for a certain type of room. Like some people, like, oh, I'm built for hood rooms. No, it's just everything we do is just.
So I'm glad you said that. Can you break that down, like far as like your mindset? You can't be prepared to do. Okay, let's say you was in Memphis today,
Right.
and you killed. Now you going to Atlanta. You can't have be like the same mindset. You go by the type of crowd.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you.
There's like language. There's language with comedy. Like we have a thing called reading the room.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes when you go to the room. If the whole front stage, if it's 40 people here, and 27 of them are women, you got to find your jokes that cater to women. If it's 27 hoods right here, you got to find your hood jokes. And then you get the room, but once you get them, you got them. You got to punch them in the face early.
So the
got
key is you cannot forget your joke.
no, forget the jokes.
Like how rappers be
Yeah, it's not an option. It's not an option, but it's like it's almost
I
like
say some comedians get.
it's almost like rap.
I see
Though. It's almost like rap because everybody has jokes that go in order.
Yeah.
Like you have jokes that go in order. Like if you see our tour, like my guys will I'm gonna do my jokes in order. I mean, I might, if I'm doing new jokes and I'll switch them up, but we all do our jokes in order. Like that's how the host knows when your last joke is. That's when he knows how to come out.
Oh,
Like, he might
yeah,
get back
yeah.
and he'll listen. They're like, oh, yo, his last joke, he'll come out. But we do it. You know what I mean? I'm the opener on our tour. I mean, it's fun. That's how it goes.
That's
It goes.
about the action.
It goes opener, feature. It might be feature. If it's 4 people, it's opener, feature, or it's opener, feature, headline. Or it might be host, opener, feature, headline. That's how it goes. We have, this is my crew. Reg Thomas, his Instagram is Reg Thomas. Des Comedy, his Instagram is Des Comedy. Rennie, his Instagram is Rennie. Mine is Mount Vee A.D. Mount V_AD. It's the Rennie and Live Friends tour. And honestly, the young boy, it's all women. It's all women. This tour, all women. It's incredible.
So how that works? Like okay, like you said, the host, the headline. The difference. What's the difference between a feature and
The feature,
who that one was that?
opener,
No, the last one.
headline.
The headline.
The headline of who they came to see. That's what they paid their money for.
Okay.
Yes,
So
yeah.
the tickets, like, it's almost like the Jackson 5, You might have,
I mean, like Capone would be the headline.
Right.
Okay,
Right,
so
tell
who would be
them
the feature?
the feature would be Kenny Wu.
Okay.
Right.
Open will be Brandon Reeves or Cookie. Like that's how it was.
Okay,
It's
okay.
Cookie. It went Cookie, Wu, Capone.
Oh,
That's how his tour went. Because it was Team Capone. So it went Cookie, Wu, Cap. That's how it went.
oh, okay.
So I mean,
And then in between you have the host.
the host, yeah.
So the host is part of your
the host is the most.
Like on Def Comedy Jam and Martin Lawrence, he was
the host is the most important.
He's the one who gets the
Yeah.
crowd hype.
The
Why
host-
don't you come on and
The host is
talk that stuff
The
to
host,
everybody?
is,
Ready?
the host is Chris Paul.
Crack a couple
He
jokes.
know the running point. He know the big
Yeah.
man right there. He
Yeah.
know the alley oop. He know.
So the host is critical.
Right,
Oh, he's-
critical. Then you're like,
oh.
coming to the stage, we got
Yeah,
under
yeah,
that.
because you can get
Host
somebody.
gotta be, he gotta be funny.
You can get
It gotta
somebody.
be fun.
You get somebody like say the host kills. You bring out the opener bombs,
The host come back.
and then he brings up the feature. He's doing the show bad because since the opener bombs, now they're like, okay, this dude's gonna be whack. So what happens is the headliner kills, the feature bombs. Now the host has to bring the crowd back
Yeah.
to the standard of okay, and then we got
Okay,
the
yeah.
bring it back out,
Yeah.
and now they bring it. But our show is so incredible, man. It goes Reg, then me, then Reg get him here, then Desi get him here, then Renee close him out. That's crazy. It's incredible. We did like 10 shows at Caroline's. It was incredible. I never did Caroline's.
So how on the comedy game is now is because I noticed like it's a lot of crews. Now it's about like crews.
Nah, it ain't about crews. Like it is crews, but it's like people that's connected. Like I deal with a bunch of comics. Like I mean, even though I'm the older dude, like I deal with like a lot of Harlem comics. I deal with Kenny Wu. I deal with a little guy called Trav. I deal with dude that's comedy. I deal with dude named Joe Hill. Bunch of comics that I deal with, but I mean it's a big fraternity. Like I got Brooklyn comics I deal with. And,
Oh, so just because you were renting, you're not like locked in. You go there.
oh yeah, I'm locked in, but don't get we have a 2-week off period. Now I gotta go get on stage. I can't just be on stage. I can't just be because we were in South Carolina and September 3rd through the 4th. I can't just be on stage. Can't just say, oh, well, I gotta get it. You know what I mean? You're gonna be rusty. So then you get on stage, just because you've been on stage or you've been on stage all month, it's like anything else. You gotta be in batting practice for the whole time you get ready to get on stage. So, like I said, after I finish the show here, I'm gonna try to find a show tonight somewhere, maybe Brooklyn or something like that. Just go, you know what I mean? Just sneak on stage. And I might not be booked.
Oh, that's the next question I'm about to ask. How that is? I just heard you earlier. You said you gonna go to Brooklyn for
Yeah,
comedy.
you come in as a comic, as established comic, you can go, they'll see you like, oh, hey, you want 5 minutes? So you go, you ask for 5 minutes, or whoever the host is.
So how that is? You like, yo, you want X, Y, Z money?
Yeah, no. When you go feature or whatever, sometimes they'll give you money just because you came or whatever, if your name is getting bigger or whatever. But most of the time, when you go, you don't expect money. Not,
Yeah, sometimes I think you do it for promotion.
Yeah, you just
Stay sharp.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
people
yeah.
can see you or whatever, or the promoter can see you, or do be like, yo, I don't. Or do be like, oh yeah, he got better.
Yeah, we gotta bring homeboy back.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what I'm saying.
All that
So
stuff.
can you give our viewers something, man? You know, the last two.
Yeah, well, I got.
I know they all watching. They like that. I want to
Yeah,
hear
I
something.
In the Beat 139 comedy show.
All right, I got it. All right, here's one of my best. I got a joke. I got a joke. I'm on a tour. I'm on a tour with the comedians, and I got an iPhone. I need an iPhone to be on tour with the comedians, and as I had an iPhone, they told me how to get my followers up. I said, how to get my followers up. But you know, being on tour and doing this comedy, it's not like anything else. Like I have to get my followers up. Since I have to get my followers up, I have to be on Instagram. So I never knew about Instagram. And as Instagram, you got the Instagram models, and I'm on it. I'm being a creep. I didn't know that Instagram was like this. I said, I'll get my followers up. So I get my followers up. I'm on tour and I'm following a bad little chick in Naples, Florida. So when I'm on tour, I see her. She's not on my phone no more. So I'm trying to get to know her. I'm like, yo, what's going on? She's like, what you need, OG? I'm like, I'm trying to meet you. What you trying to do? She's like, I don't know if I can meet you. I'm saying, but I got something funny. I'm like, what? She said, I got another page. And I'm like, oh, God. What's the other page? It's the OnlyFans page. Everybody knows the OnlyFans page. So I'm like, what am I doing on OnlyFans page? She was like, listen, OG, just subscribe to OnlyFans page. I'm like, subscribe? What's that? She's like, yeah, pay $100. I'm like, $100? Oh, that's it. She's like, just subscribe. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to subscribe. So when I said I don't know if I want to subscribe, she whispers in my ear, I put babies to sleep. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, she put babies to sleep on her page. So I go pay $100, I subscribe on her page, and as I go on her page, I'm looking, and I'm confused, I'm looking, and I'm like, this bitch putting babies to sleep. This bitch is running a daycare. That's how she putting babies to sleep. So she running and said, so after I get my $100 back, fuck that bitch. When I go back to Naples, Florida, I want to see her. So she running a daycare. That's some bullshit. So that's one of my jokes, you know. That's a business joke, you know. And
She got you. She got you.
yeah, she got me for I called Wells Fargo, got my $100 back. But that joke was made within the last maybe like 8-9 months because I had to, because I'm on tour with young people. So I had my jokes were like a demographic because I'm 50. So I was making jokes. I was selling jokes for like older people. Like I got a joke. I have this joke right here I told about. It's about my children. I said I got 4 sons, and I'm hating on my sons. So I'm hating on my sons not for no particular reason. I'm saying
do it like you perform.
Yeah, like I said, so no, I'm hating on my sons for no particular reason. And I bought my son the PS5. So since I'm on the PS5 is dope. I got the basic games, I got the Call of Duty, Madden, and the 2K. When I'm mad at the Madden and the 2K, it's the Call of Duty I can't stand because it's dope. You know what I mean? They shooting, they killing shit, they got ops, they got guns. And I'm looking at them like, damn, that shit is dope. You know, because I'm like, I'm mad though. Because my Call of Duty didn't look like that when I was growing up. My Call of Duty came in a plastic bag with the green army man. I'm gonna tell you
G.I. Joe.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what my Call of Duty did. My Call of Duty didn't jump off buildings. You know what my Call of Duty did? I put them down and that's it. That's all they did. That shit right there, that's it. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's another joke. And that spins off. I got a whole bit where it just spins off to like old school shit, but I had to write that joke because you have to with the times. You know what I mean? It's a joke with OnlyFans is for the young people or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean they can relate like, oh, this bitch got me for my money. This bitch is running a daycare. So you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just that, you know what I mean? And that's a joke I got lucky on because that was a joke I wrote it and it hit right away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I tell you, I did plenty of jokes. I had a joke I used to do for a minute. It was like a porn joke. And it just didn't go off well. It was like, what if regular dudes was in porn? Like, you know what I mean? A regular 6-foot nigga with a little dick. You know what I mean? And did all that shit. But it didn't work well. I did this shit like 10, 20 times.
Girls love them type jokes.
Yo, but I did this shit like 10, 20 times. I'm like, oh, this shit ain't working. So I had to scrap it.
Scrap.
But then I honestly I was at Ray DeJean, the Lindenwood Diner. I seen the kid from Blackish, Dion Cole, do a joke exactly like that. It was hitting. I was so mad. I'm like, yo. He basically did a joke because that's common. She kind of thinking like, it ain't too many scenarios that you're gonna do. But I'm like, yo, it was the same premise and everything. And I was
Think
like,
of the way he said it.
he did it the way he said it. And I've learned that sometimes you have to go out and just watch comedy.
Yeah, you got to.
fans. It's almost like going to practice and just watch your teammates practice.
It's because like Kenny Wu, his face, he make funny faces.
Yeah, all that works.
Like funny face, it's
like
impersonation.
like when I'm doing the OnlyFans joke, because I'm doing my face like, the fuck? I mean, they don't know what the fuck I'm looking at.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like, this bitch, I'm doing this bitch running a fucking daycare?
That's it. Yeah.
The whole room just goes crazy. Like, I might have even, unless you're here, I might have even taped it. I think I taped it on this phone. Unless you'll hear it. This is my set. Unless you'll hear the joke when I'm doing it. That's the mic, Joe.
Put it to the mic. No. Speak.